Welcome back to Ethereal Aeons Activation. I'm Lesly Damai, and in today's video, I'm going to go over 3 techniques that you have to master if you're doing magic, manifestation, and astral traveling. It's visualization, concentration, and focus. These 3 techniques will help you take this to a new level so that you're really working from your inner eye and getting rid of the programs that may be running through your mind when doing this so you can really master it. So don't miss this video. Definitely want to stay tuned. Welcome back to Ethereal Aeons Activation. I am Lesly Damai, and as I mentioned, we're going to go over 3 techniques and add layers to these techniques because they might seem kind of simple to you at first, but if you read any magic book, any book about meditation, they're always going to mention these following 3 things: concentration, focus, and visualization. They are essential when you are casting spells. They are essential when you are protecting yourself energetically as well. If you still haven't really mastered this, if you're not getting the results you want in your rituals and in your manifestations, this could be one of the major reasons why. First things first, we're going to go over exercise number 1, technique number 1. It's working with the candle. This is going to really help you with your concentration and your focus. So you want to light the candle. And typically all the other lights would be off. And you want to have the candle placed somewhere relatively comfortable so that when you're staring into it, it's within like the normal gaze of your eyes. So not like too low where you're looking down. And so I would have mine on a table. And you want to focus, when you stare at the flame, you want to focus towards the bottom part of the flame because it's not as bright as the top. So if your eyes are somewhat sensitive, in order to hold the gaze longer, you want to look towards the bottom of the flame. After about 3 to 5 minutes of doing this in a dark room, you're going to close your eyes and you're going to see the imprint of the flame when your eyes are closed. What you want to do for this first technique is see how long you can hold the imprint for. And it takes practice because at first you might be able to hold it for a good 30 seconds, but the more you go back in, stare at the flame again, and go back with your eyes closed, you can hold it longer each time. So that'd be the first exercise that you do. A way you could build upon this exercise is to then, once you're able to hold the concentration of the imprint of the image, then we could get into focus more. You can focus on the quality of the flame. So you can make the flame larger or smaller. You can make the flame flicker to the left or to the right. And so now we're getting into the visualization portion of it. And now we're starting to really make this an astral flame that we're commanding. And so that's one way you could begin to layer on this exercise, this technique. If you practice this, once a week, twice a week, and resume your regular, occult studies and doing your magic on the side, it's gonna help you big time. Again, it seems so simple, but it helps to exercise the inner eye. The second technique is you would do the same thing, but with a visual aid, a picture or an image. So I tend to use sigils. I do this with sigils so that I can memorize the sigil. So this is also the concentration. You need to concentrate on this image. And there is a slight difference between concentration and focus. Concentration is to see how long you can hold the intended thought form without interruption. And the focus is directed to the detail on something specific, on the code you're trying to reprogram, on the curvature of the image you're staring at. If it's a scenery image, right? Say like you have a picture of, the woods or something. Can you memorize how many trees are in the picture? If it's a sigil, can you remember, like I said, the curvature of each of the letters? And if it's, if there's no letters and if it's the design, perhaps then you go. And so what you do is you stare at the image and you close your eyes. And the same thing with the flame. It's you see the image with the eyes closed. You're using your inner eye. It leaves an imprint. See if you can memorize the image with your eyes closed. That would be the first way to build upon the exercise. And the second way would then be, can you manipulate the image? Can you make the image morph into something else that you command it to? If it's a sigil, can you picture the sigil glowing in a particular color that you choose? So with the candle exercise as well, can you make your candle turn purple? Can you make your candle turn into 3 candles, into 4 candles? So building upon these practices. The third one is meditation. When you are in a meditation, you are in the astral state. If you are going to meditate, do this following technique so that you can drop the subconscious programs before going into your meditation. Meditation is not just sitting and trying to avoid your thoughts or being the observer of your thoughts. Meditation is the way that we really, really practice the psychic muscle, and we can astral travel. We can do magic in our meditative states. We can do so much when we are in meditation. That's when we really become a channel to the higher eons, to the higher energies, right? We allow ourselves to open up enough to receive the downloads and also to have fun and explore different realms. So something you want to do is drop the baggage before you start meditating. A beautiful technique is to picture yourself over a body of beautiful, pure, crystalline water. And you can be either on a beautiful pier with amazing wood, and you're standing over the water. And before you start meditating and traveling elsewhere, whatever you're carrying with you gets left behind in the water. Drop it in the water. Let all of the subconscious programs release it into the water so that it can be washed out and completely diminished from your state of mind before traveling into these astral states. So I, would highly recommend that you come up with your own technique on how to release the baggage. Before I meditate in particular, I always start 2 or 3 times with the inhale through the nose and then exhale, sigh out the mouth. That is me releasing the baggage of the day, releasing whatever I've carried with me throughout my day and before I've gotten to that meditative state. And so start using more visualization techniques when you're meditating, that you are ridding yourself of any baggage prior to your astral travel. So think of it like setting the stage for your astral travel, letting that go. So I highly recommend practicing these techniques. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you practice anything else similar that I could have added in here. These are just some of the most basic, essential techniques that I know you can master if you practice. Check out the links in my description as well. I offer an online digital course, Deprogram Your Shadow, that's inside the School of Mysticism, where I'm an instructor. And I also have my one-on-one sovereignty coaching, where I take on clients for 2 to 3 months. Check out the links if you really want to increase your ability to work in these other realms, in these other states, effectively with results and in a safe way, where you can really begin to feel powerful, and magic will just be everywhere in your life after this, once you master this. So thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, hit the like button, and I can't wait to see you next time.